that's Mark chapter 10, starting at verse 46. Yeah. Still hear some pages.
Pages can be a little slow.
It's all right. All right. And they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, stood by the highway side begging. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And many charged him that he should hold his peace. But he cried the more a great deal, Thou son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, Be of good comfort, rise, he calleth thee. And he, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. And Jesus answered and said unto him, What wilt thou that I should do unto thee? The blind man said unto him, Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way.
Amen.
Amen. Hold that spot now, don't go nowhere. We will now have our song of preparation, and then you will hear from no other than our very own Sis Robin Johnson.
Amen. Amen.
Makes no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you. Come on, girl. Come on. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. If you know that it won't last always. Get ready. a normal story that you hear all the time. And I said, what can we do to give these kids something that they can go home with? A lot of times we listen to the word and the kids still don't understand what they can get. So this is a great thing to be for them. So bear with me with you guys, because I got something for you too, in a way. So our key verse was Mark 10, verses 49, and said, Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. And they called the blind man, saying unto him, be of good comfort, rise, he calleth thee. And that was in King James Version. So I learned that in the New International Version in my study Bible said, Jesus stopped and said, call him. So they called the blind man and said, cheer up, on your feet, he's calling you. So my subject came out to be, know who you are.
Amen.
So I said, all right, let's start off like this. Let me give my big testimony real quickly. A lot of what I've experienced in life has been ups, it has been downs, like any other regular person should go through in their journey of life. I have experienced wondrous lifestyles of traveling and also different lifestyles of living. Not from just the rich house, but also to the poor house. So I've been through those journeys. But then I had to also deal with a few cards of trauma and abuse. I've dealt with cards where I was shown death twice in my life. At the age of 14, I was saved and accepted Jesus into my heart back in the whole corner of a little South Norfolk, Virginia church at First Baptist South Hill. This was our little 3-night summer revival where all my little high school friends, they saw me boo-hoo and cry. But it was, of course, with them, it was a great experience. And I was like, OMG, of course, now this is where things get started. I started seeing different things change in my life. I noticed that things were changing physically, mentally, in my environment, and spiritually at a young age. I recognized that I was different than everybody else. And for those that know, yes, I have an identical twin sister, but we are day and night. My husband can tell you. We are day and night. We are totally different. They look the same, totally different. So I said, all right, so now that we know that there's a little difference, then I also realized that I can't follow the crowd like everybody else. I'm walking among them. I noticed that, everybody got like their little swag, as they call it. They got their little moments. For our words and our kids, they like to be lit too. But of course, I couldn't do what they all got to do. So I would always hear my mama say, look, you got choices. You have choices. So we go back to the scripture, says, in this particular story of the Bible, in Mark chapter 10, starting at the verse 46 through 52. It says that Jesus was with the crowd, and even though he was walking among them, he had a moment where he forgot who he was for just a split second. He had a moment where he forgot he was not meant to be like them. So while he was walking, he heard someone calling his name, and the crowd actually gets upset. They don't want the attention off of them. They want Jesus to ignore this person because this person doesn't walk like them, doesn't talk like them, doesn't act like them. It is not them. So they want to get all mad. So what does the crowd represent? I said, what is this? What is this? The crowd represents, AKA, peer pressure to the max. Spiritual bullies. So how do you recognize who you are in this situation? Say, ask yourself, do I really want to be mean? Just because everybody expected to do it doesn't mean you have to.
That's right.
When you have that feeling that something is really wrong with how everyone is acting towards a certain person and you know it is not right, and everyone should be able to want to get you to be mean to that person too. That's another recognized moment. And at this point, you should know to now figure out that that was right from wrong. So that's where you can recognize that when you start looking at saying, is this right? Is this wrong? Should I be acting like this to this person? My friend, she's over there at the playhouse, and I want to play with those dolls, and even though I like those dolls, want to take the dolls, but you know you're not supposed to go take the dolls? Yeah, that we get in those moments. Grown folks do it too. You see that person with that car, you want that type of car, and you know you're not supposed to handle that type of car. It's not for you at this moment. So it says, stop. Know that you are a king's kid. It's okay to be different and do the right thing. So know who you are. So I'm going to say, repeat after me. Say, I am a king's kid.
A king's kid.
So I get to the next point. Stop overthinking. Look at things that are going to happen in your life that are beyond your control. Yes, it even happens, and it's harder for us adults. And to think about stuff that we have no control over. But handling these things can also be great if you can learn to control a few things. Your homework, your school projects, your church activities, your community, your sports, music practices, cleaning your room, doing your other chores. I know. Adults deal with it too, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Some of us don't like to get up and clean our room and make up our bed, and we know we still got to do it. Don't try to play the film now. Let's be real. But it said, like Nike said, just do it. So it's okay. Things seem, I know sometimes things get a little harder, and then especially when we're trying to do new things. So this part is for the adults. Remember that when you're trying to do new things, we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. Remember that we are Christians and we are not of this world. So in our mindset, we're going to have to change some things eventually so that we can learn how to grasp the minds of our young people. For our grandparents, parents, and other parent figures, do you guys remember how potty training went? Trying to get them to stop overthinking it. Go sit in the cartoon, sit on the potty. Let's sing the ABCs. 1, 2, 3. Let's figure it out. But we know how it was. But God is also saying the same thing to us, to stop overthinking. So when Jesus stood still, he had to remind himself who he was, and he had to check himself real quick. That this is not something that I'm just going to overthink. Just because I'm walking with the crowd doesn't mean I have to overthink this. So he stood still. I found in my study Bible that he had to remember that he had a forgetful moment. And what brought to mind was Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and the perfect will of God. So then I was like, okay, so Jesus was going through a moment. He still had to make sure that in his mind, he still had to renew it every day. Stop overthinking and recognize who he was. Say, AKA, say, I am a king's kid. So at this point, he was like, I am a king's kid. I have a purpose. I have a purpose. I'm here. I learned that in Leviticus that you are supposed to serve the people that were less fortunate than you. And he had to remember that he was here to come to what? To serve and not be served. So at this point, we are learning our children that it is time for you to serve. So what else do you want to solidify to that? I said, well, let me bring it back. And it brings me to John chapter 9, verses 5. For Jesus had to remind himself and say, while I am in the world, I am the light of the world. So I was like, woo, and I can go too deep now. Stop me, scholars. So I was like, all right, so now that we know who I am, so stop overthinking and realize that I am a king's kid and I have a purpose. And okay, this stuff is a little different. Things can get out of my control just a little bit. And I had ready to stop overthinking it. So I said, okay, at this point, I'm not following them. I'm not acting like them anymore. I realize that I like blue, they like pink. I like to sing this way, they like to sing that way. I like to dance this way, they like to dance that way. I like to move and write my poems, do my homework this way. I know it's hard for mom and daddy to understand me. I know it's hard for my children to understand me. But there is a way to know that you can stop overthinking it. that it's okay to stand still just like Jesus did for just a moment. For just a moment.
Yes.
It's hard. If you are a parent, you know that patience is a test. That's why I had to walk out from Sunday school earlier. Because I was like, you were stomping all over this sermon. As I was saying, you were stomping all over this sermon. But I had to stop and recognize and say, just like Jesus, stand still. Don't overthink it. Just get up here. Do what God calls you to do.
That's right. That's right.
Because he's calling you. So I know sometimes they say, why do you talk about the blind man? Well, the blind man could already see even though he was blind.
That's right.
He could already see the truth even though other people was around him that were refusing to see the truth.
Come on.
This is your time to stop trying to refuse to see the truth and allow God to reveal your blind spots.
All right.
Because it's time. Some of you are walking around with blind spots. Just like you in a car, instead of you just staying straight where God is leading you to go to, you decide you drift off. What happens when you drift off? You can crash.
Yeah.
So stop trying to crash when you don't need to. Stand still. Take that break if you need to. It's okay to say, I need to take a stop. I need to stand still for just a minute. So I said, all right, King's kid, I got purpose. I can stand still. I know I seem like I repeat myself, but I'm telling you, it's all coming together.
That's all right.
But I also have purpose.
Come on.
I'm not meant to be like everybody else.
That's right.
So now that I know that I have all of these things, I can hit the ground running.
All right.
So it says, Jesus stops, he stood still, and he says, he calls him. He calls the blind man over. For many of us, we've cried out to God over our issues, mistakes, circumstances, and flat out just bad moments, aka your blind moments. So at this point, even in your blind moments, just know that you are not of the crowd. And then we can start looking at what Barnabas did. He didn't think twice when he was called. He didn't think twice. And he took the leap of faith. So at this point, kids, take the leap of faith. Can you do all your homework? Yes. Can you pass that test and that quiz? Yes. Can you study more than just the night before? Yes. You can. You can be anything that you want to be if you choose to do it. So at this point now, and you also too, you do not have to be like the other kids in school. You don't have to be the bully. Just because that person was being mean, just because you see them getting ready to gang up in that little circle. Y'all know how it was in school. Y'all saw that little circle come up and somebody looking like they getting ready to start the fight. No, you do not have to jump in. Let's just be real about that. It's okay to be nice. It's okay to do it. And that it's okay to take the leap of faith and say that I am a king's kid. So now that our mindsets will be challenged on different levels, at certain moments you will have to cause you to stop and say, I got to remember who I am and who I serve. Now, especially dealing with our younger generation, it's going to take a lot of patience and courage to go out of the box, be different. It is time to plant and water the seeds. For all the others in here, I want to tell you to take heed to what God has placed in your life and whatever you are to walk into. God may have already shown you that it's time for healing, forgiveness, and deliverance in your life. And yes, it is different. But in the end, just like Barnabas, he received his peace and his healing. For not just being physically blind, but in his spiritual life, it was enhanced. So actually, I come to tell you that you have to know who you are now. Say, I am a king's kid.